Memphis. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Inside form, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3, the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. G.G. Jackson is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Now here's Murray, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Hey, you know what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
This past postseason, the Nuggets, Clark, were a part of 2 thrilling Game 7 series.
Yes, indeed they were. They beat the Clippers in the first round and then fell to the Thunder in a very competitive series and ended up giving the eventual NBA champs their toughest test of the postseason.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. And just about a minute into the first quarter. For 3, Murray. Edey with the rebound. Caldwell Pope against Murray. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, cashing in close, Caldwell Pope. Showing you there, he's more than just a jump shooter.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edey. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Morant passes to Jackson. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Here's Murray. Off the run.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Morant dishes to Caldwell Pope. And Edey has it in the corner. And the dunk by Edey.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Jackson a screen on Murray. Grant.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Watson. Jokic a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. A floater, and it's good on the way in.
Well, he's so crafty, a really tricky player. I mean, Jokic likes to go with the floater when the defense least expects it.
Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Memphis?
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Driving in and finished off by Morant.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team. He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Driving inside.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Murray finds Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Morant with it. He's got 11. And there's the... Whoa, what a finish!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to...
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Grizzlies have been rolling right along, haven't they?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. Jackson is out there with G.G. Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Obviously, Morant has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
Morant against Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Brown. And the 3 off target. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. High post, Jackson. Basket counts. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now here's Morant. He's got 7.
Whoa!
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
I think when you're guarding Murray, you're always worried about his jump shot, but he's also deadly off the bounce, so pick your poison.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Boy, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possession.
To the left side wing. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 8 points.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Kevin, back to you.
Keeping that edge. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And the dunk by Jackson.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Morant kicks to Caldwell Pope. Edey with a screen for Morant. with the tip. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 21. It's tipped. Morant with the steal. On the wing, Jackson. Covered by Brown. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Jokic with the screen on Jackson. 41 seconds left here in the second. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Watson. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock. And the Grizzlies leading by 21. Pass to Edey. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. And it's Morant with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And so it's Memphis, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Jonas Valanciunas, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Brown. Then there's Cam Johnson. It's Najee in at the 4 spot.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Brown. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And the Grizzlies leading by 23. There's a screen by Aldama. No one near as Jerome lets it go. Buries it from 3-point range.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And it's Brown missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Nuggets ball.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. That doesn't go either for Brown.
Defense may have given him that one. Based on the result, you see why.
Here's Jerome. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Jerome, no good. The Nuggets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Jerome against Brown. And it's Clark with the jam.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Valanciunas with a screen on Williams. And here's Johnson outside. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jerome deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Williams fires the three. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Najee, good.
That's really an outstanding assist, creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
Pass to Eldama. Three-pointer, and he's good on the three ball. Eldama's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Memphis with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Picked by Clark. Jerome passes to Clark. Now here's Wells. Launches it. 6 on the shot clock. We've got 1:13 left here in the third quarter. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play, the next shot, and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Jerome. Clark outside. Outside Williams. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
Brown dishes to Hardaway. Lays it up off the glass.
Excellent quickness that time by Hardaway. Allows him to do work inside.
Fires for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jerome's got 9.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Here's Najee. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And so it's Memphis going to the break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. Zach Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Edey with a screen for Caldwell Pope. Jackson in the corner. Pass to Edey. Morant outside. Jackson from long range. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic just got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
The 3 from Morant. Up again, and the second chance effort by Jackson.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. Back to Caldwell Pope. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Now here's Morant for 3. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Murray. Sweet little floater. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you don't like to see Murray get on this kind of a roll if you're defending him now because he's creative, and once he gets going, it's hard to slow him down.
Jokic grabs the miss. Nuggets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Jacks up a three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson finds Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Morant with it. Watson's there. Here's Jackson, and he banks in the layup.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
It's stolen by Watson. Here's Gordon, and slams it right down on top of Zach Edey.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Memphis has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Jackson has the open look. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist in the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Grizzlies.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
Boy, his vision was impeccable, right on point tonight, picking apart the defense and racking up a bunch of assists.
And here's Denver. Watson with it. He's picked up by Morant. They get it back.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
But, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. For the three. No good on that one.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Here's Brown. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured down a dominant showing in front of a crowd